one, go. Good morning, Carlos, Bruna,
Good
Debaran.
morning.
So we have just broadcasted on YouTube this meeting, and it's always good to have a record of things to recall after a couple of years. I have been doing this a lot since 2016. I see myself from 2016 and 2017 doing the immersions on Talk and Talk, former Tuesday Night Talks, the name we had in the past. And it's good to see that I improved a lot my English. 2016, it was terrible. So we're going to talk about if you agree or not, and I'm going to bring some statements. And here's the thing. Once we want to prove something or we want to argue something, it's always good not to answer right away. For example, do you like traveling? Then we have a question, or we can have a statement. Instead of answering, yes, I do like traveling, you can answer, that's a good question. I have been thinking about traveling lately because I do not travel much. But when I travel, I feel really good. So yes, I really like traveling. So you kind of postpone your answer and you try to bring evidences, examples. You try to bring situations you have lived or memories or I don't know, anything. So instead of answering right away, just bring something else. And we're going to see how it goes this morning. And we can bring other statements if we want to. But we are going to start with the presentations. And as I always say, bring one new vocabulary, just one. You don't need to bring more than that. Just one vocabulary, one expression. And the website I enjoy checking new vocabulary, the free dictionary, it always brings a vocabulary so you can check. Okay, so let's go. And Aline, welcome aboard. Good morning, and go ahead with your presentation.
Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry for the late. I was chasing a cat. There wasn't mine. It was here in my house. Well, I am Aline. I have 36. I am 36-year-old, and I live by the beach. And I am a product owner or a product manager, depends on the company. And I'm trying to go into the beach every day. This is my actual goal.
Very good.
I'm always there, but I've not get there yet.
Very good, Aline. Welcome aboard. Is your cat okay now?
They are okay.
Oh, it was more than one, like running away.
As one cat, there wasn't my cat. There is here in my house.
Ah.
So I have to
like some
away.
Cats, buddies, friends of your cats.
I think it is. Yes, I know the cat. It's the cat of my neighbor. So my cat's also. Come down, people.
It's early in the morning.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. And you, Carlos, present yourself.
All right. Good morning, everyone. My name is Carlos. I'm from Ponta Grossa, Paraná. What I can talk more about you. I'm a host here in Talk and Talk too. it's the best decision I make in my life. It's really, really good to practice our English and train our fears, you know. I always like to push myself, and I like to wake up early, so I'm a early bird. I learned this here in Talk and Talk with Philip, and that's me.
Very good. That's you. And I'm really happy that you have just attended another meeting at 6 a.m. It means a lot for me, you know. So thank you so much. Bruna, my dear Bruna Shintaku, let's go.
Hello, everyone. I'm Bruna. Now I think I'm sleeping yet. I don't know what happened, but it's okay. I will wake up better in the meeting. And I'm married. I have 2 sons, and the physiotherapy was the course graduated chose by me. I want to introduce the past voice in this moment because yesterday I learned this past voice, and I think it's very interesting to practice this. No, and let me see more. I like to do in my free time dancing or ride a bicycle at the park on Sunday morning. That's it for me.
Very nice. Very nice. And what about you, my friend? Aldebaran, go ahead. Present yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Aldebaran. I'm a little bit lazy today. This week is being pretty hard for me. I have worked a lot. And I'm living abroad. I don't know, I think I didn't say in time. I support Palmeiras, the best team for the Brazil. And yeah,
I totally agree with you.
Yeah,
yeah, but
that's a,
the last 5 years, you know, we win everything. We won.
Yeah.
We won. Yeah.
very good. So for this statement, it's really good. Instead of replying back, oh, I do not agree, you can just say, oh, I support another team. And for the past 50 years, they have won and they have done this, and that. So for me, your team is not the best team. I do not agree with you. And I believe, you know, so you start
You
to,
can't be more wrong, Philip. You can't be.
no, but I support Palmeiras and I agree with him because for the past 10 years, it's been Palmeiras everywhere. I feel like,
Yeah.
you know, winning all the championships. So yeah, I know we haven't won the world championship yet, but it's just a matter of time. So I am not worried. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just an example. I'm just giving an example. Okay.
A good
But
example. Yeah.
yeah, a good example though. So we are gonna bring statements, and these statements you need to agree or disagree. But I strongly recommend to not agree or disagree right away. Just try to think, try to create, try to imagine. It doesn't matter if it's correct or not. You can just create something that it's not true. It's okay, because this is just an exercise. So it's not going to be considered fake news. Okay, so just a matter of exercising ourselves to give our opinion about something that we still do not know, because we have 12 statements. And for each statement, I really want you to think about that, if you agree or not agree, and try to imagine, try to create evidences, try to create situations that you can prove yourself. Okay? Any questions?
No.
No? Teacher Philip is on fire today. Okay? So, before we start, I'm Philip, and every 6 a.m. in the morning, Brazilian time, I'm here to host a meeting in English. This is not a class. I'm not going to teach. This conversation, it's a little bit different from the others we have, but it is still a conversation. And we are not going to correct you in any immersion. And if you want to be corrected, we are going to start English classes in group, 4 months with a teacher that is going to correct you. It's going to teach you. It's going to get your hand, and it's going to get you to another level. It's going to treat you like a regular English school. Okay, but we are starting out this in the end of this month just to get people from basic levels, people that are still not ready to talk, to prove them they can talk. They can talk and talk, you know. So we are creating like a schedule, 4 months, once a week, and it's not people are not going to book the classes. They are going to subscribe, and it's going to be one single group from the beginning to the end. So an average of 6 to 10 people studying together. And we are testing this first groups to see how it works. And we are going to adapt, to adjust for the next groups as well. And I believe it's going to be a huge support. And they're going to have access to the recorded classes we have. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be good for Luma, you know. So we're going to have classes through the night around 8 p.m. from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. In the morning, I think we have one group, and on the week, no, on the week, and on Saturday morning as well. Okay, so we're gonna have like 7 groups. It's going to be for free, these first groups. And
this group had to be before 8 a.m., like 6 or 7 a.m., because I can't participate without being after this.
yeah, but this group, it's I don't think like you're a host, you're speaking English, so these groups are for people that are not in here yet. They are afraid, they are scared, they are starting out, they are beginners, they are basic levels. So the idea is really to jump them off the level they are, or the feeling they have. So it's going to be really grammar, vocabulary, corrections, like fill in the blanks, match the columns, and repeat, please. Very good. You're awesome. You know, that way. So we're gonna try it out to see how it works. Yeah, it's like because people are complaining a lot about corrections and stuff, and Marcia's we are not going to correct. I told the team, we are not going to do that until I am alive in here. But we are doing other stuff to help people out. So I do not take it for granted. I really look and think about how can we optimize, or how can we develop people in a way they can join the meetings, because I know a lot of people, they do not join because they are scared. And the conversations for beginners, they are going to be really conversations for beginners. with a topic and questions like we do here, but simple questions, simple topics, you know, and it's going to help a lot. So sorry about a lot of, yeah, we're gonna have a subscription, okay? And Adebara, for yourself, I do not think you need that.
No, it's
But
not for me. Just maybe send some friends. I don't know.
great. Yeah, it's going to be for free just for people who have the pro or premium subscription on TALKNTALK.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Understand.
just for pro or premium students.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's go. First statement. In order to speak a language, in order to speak a language, you need to study grammar. This is the statement. Do you agree or disagree with this one? In order to speak a language, you need to study grammar. Who wants to start out this one?
I can start.
Great.
I disagree because everyone start to speak before to learn grammar, you know, children is like that. So there are many kind of course you practice, it's like a part of films, a part of move, you know, repeat, you understand what I mean that. And yeah, I think it's worth. And talk is an example of that as well. I think you hear speak and learn with other person speak as well, and you got some information. Yeah, but I
Very good. Very good. Anyone else agree or disagree?
I agree with Aldobrando and Aldobrando, but I disagree with the sentence, the statement, because like Aldobrando said, I think it's if you only pay attention for the construction and repeat this, it's possible you speak and everybody understand you. I think it's the it's the communication, no? Because sometimes it's you're not if it's possible you speak and sometimes put the wrong verb in the phrase, it's not problem because the person understand you and this moment you have the conversation. I think it's the more important when you have the conversational. If it's difficult, if you saw maybe if you watched the video, for example, in TNT after because you oh my gosh I wrong simple things, but it's the moment you learning more, I think.
Very good. Anyone else?
Oh, I totally agree with my friends. I don't think so. We need to know grammar. I had a ex-brother-in-law that told me, I think someone, he moved to Italy. So they came there and they told me, and he told me, when I was starting learning Italian, I just go to the streets and talk with the people. So I learned the language. You don't have to study grammar to know another language. And Carlos, what is your teacher opinion about that?
I'm not a teacher, but I agree with you, Aline, because I had two daughters, and one of them had it's 7 years old, and the other one will do 2 years in 2 days, 2 years old in 2 days. So I already passed the experience to teach someone how to start to talk and learn a language, and I'm doing this again with my my younger daughter. And what is more interesting for me, it's children's don't learn grammar. They learn how to talk, and after this, they go to school and learn how to use a verb. What is some expressions and some rules about the language, So I'm trying to do this experience with my daughter. And when I try to teach something new to her, I teach to her at first the word in English, So
Nice.
this isn't
Nice.
isso não é um celular. I tell to her, this is a cell phone. This is red, this is yellow. And my wife take cares about teach Portuguese to her. So I try to enforce this to her. And when I go to go walk in the street here in front of our house, I go to some neighborhoods, houses, and show to her, this is a flower, it's red or it's yellow, that is a bird, this is a dog. And I'm trying to teach her English at first. I don't know if it's good or not, but it's what I think. You can learn a language without knowing anything about grammar.
Very good answer. All of you. Very good one. And I'm gonna bring another one that I believe
minute.
Yeah, go ahead.
I put one point that Carl said about speak with his daughter. I trying to do this with my older son, and it's difficult for him to speak early, and because I speak in English, but I don't in the past I didn't speak English very well. Nothing. Today I don't speak very well, but in the past is also. And when I didn't know the words, I speak Spanish for him, and it's confused for him. He mind, I think. When I speak for the pediatric, maybe children's doctor, she told me that it's important only person the family speak the foreign language. If I want to speak in English all the time, I need to speak English for him, and my husband all the time speaking Portuguese for him. So it's the moment it's possible the children working better the mind and understand more. I think it's very good to do. If you want to speak all the time, you speak only in English. It's important for you and for her, I think.
All right.
It's only a tip too.
It's a really good tip. Thank you.
Very nice. Yeah, I could spend a lot of time talking about this, but I'm gonna bring another statement. And I think for Aline, it's going to be a really nice one. Okay, she's going to love this. So the another statement we're going to have to agree or disagree is dogs make better companions than cats.
Oh my God. I will start, of course.
Okay.
I don't think so. This night I was dreaming that I had a very big, large dog, like dog Germany. I don't know, like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
It was a black dog, enormous, and I was dreaming about that. And my cat, I don't know the name of the arm of a cat. They took his arm and in my face. Wake up,
Yeah.
human! Wake up, human! You don't have any dog.
So cute.
So I don't think so. That dogs are the are best companion than cats. I think uh, they are different kinds of animals. They have different kinds of interaction with us. But I think both have the value.
Yeah, very good. Very good one. Who else? Disagree or agree with Aline with the statement?
I had to say I'm not a big fan of pets, animals and those kind of things, but not because they, how can I say, they aren't important for me, but it's because I don't have energy to take care of them, I'm a little bit lazy. I don't like to go out to walk with a dog or those kind of things. But when I was younger, I had two cats. The name of one of them was Silva, and the other one was Murphy, because I like Ed Murphy very much that time. And I prefer cats than dogs because cats doesn't need so much attention like a dog, A dog had a lot of energy, and they need you be present to them in other way, and they can be sad dog, and I don't want to have, in my opinion, if I want to have an animal in my house, I had to take care of him very well, and if I don't have time, energy, or patience to take care of this animal, I don't have, So I prefer cats, but my wife don't want a cat in my house, so I don't have anyone. That's it.
Very good one. Very good one. Who else? Who else?
I completely disagree with my friends here. I hate cats. Oh my God, it's a problem. No? Yeah, I prefer cat. I prefer dog. I think it's the more funny. It's more cute. It's all the time, like Carlos said, they have energy. I think I love this. And let me see more. The cat, maybe it's interesseiro. For me, it's not so good, but I know that it's not true. I prefer dog, but I live in apartment, a small apartment. It's impossible to have a pet here. I prefer, and I work outside, and my husband too. So it's difficult to put a pet here and go out. And I think it's suffer for them. It's not good for them. That's it. And I'll do Baron.
I already have the both, and but today I don't have pets, and I like each one have your good side, good things and bad things. Cats, and I like when I have a over there. Yeah, when it's small, they stay more in the house. When they grow up, they go to the street in the night, you don't know where the cats stay. And sometimes get out home is like a bad smell. You have to take shower, and then another day they get out again. So sometimes this is boring. And the dogs is like everyone say, they have many energy, too much energy, and it's like a kid. You have to teach everything. No, with the garbage, don't. You have to. How can I say? Fazer cocô, não sei. In this
To
part,
to poop.
poop,
Poop.
to poop. In this part, in this place. So starve. So now I don't have pets. Maybe when I have a kid, I have a pet. And now I don't want this work.
Very nice one. Very nice one. Just I have just posted interesseiro in English. I didn't know. So there are some examples, self-serving, only out for what you can get, or only out for yourself. And only out for yourself is a good one. Or you're out for yourself. Or she or he is only out for herself or himself. So who else? Dogs make better companions than cats. How can you, do you agree or disagree? Or do you agree or disagree with Aline? I think it's just Bruna left, right? So
Everybody.
yeah, everybody.
Everybody.
Yes, only falta você.
And you,
Ah,
Felipe? What do
yeah,
you think?
it's just
Dogs and
you
dogs and
that, yeah, there are ways to say that. Still you missing, or you're the one left to answer. Yeah. I have lived with lots of dogs throughout my life, and I just had like not that many experiences with cats. But when I was a kid, and when in my grandparents' home, I used to have a cat, not me, but in the house. And she wasn't so lovely with me. She wasn't so sweet. So I couldn't pet her, I couldn't be by her side and do things like humans do with their pets. So she was a cat that used to live by herself. She was really independent. She was like, she was there just to eat, and sleep. Yeah, every cat has your own personality. And because of that, I could compare with dogs that for me, they were lovely, and I love dogs. So they are really good partners, companions for me. And nowadays I do not have dogs anymore because like Carlos said, it takes a lot of energy, time, and I don't want to have something that's going to, I have to plan. If I want to travel tomorrow, I have to think about what to do and this and that. So because of this, I totally agree that dogs make better companions than cats.
Really good. Philip, you sent a link to talk about self-serving, but I would like to suggest this website I learned here in TALKNTALK with Gil. Do you know Gil? It's a good website because the website gives the context of the word in the phrase, not only a direct translation, so give us 3, 4, 5 examples and maybe other words you can use in English. For example, on Monday, we are talking about be a mão de vaca. Do you know Mandevac? So we go to there because anyone on the room know how to say mão de vaca, and we learned this mão de vaca. You can say cheapskate. You know cheapskate, but there is other word like miser or Caulfield, but depends on the phrase. You know, it's a good website. I learned here in TalkNtalk.
Yeah, Reverso is a good one. I know it, but I'm not used to go there to check. I usually check on Lingui first, and then I go to Google and I type how do I say this in English? You know.
I know. I already do this a lot.
Yeah, let me. It's this one, Lily. Oops. Can you copy and paste again? Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks.
it's this one.
Very good.
All right.
So, have you all noticed that I started bringing the example? When I was a kid, I had a cat, but she was not lovely to me. She wasn't, together. She was independent. She didn't need anyone. Then I brought examples with dogs that I had throughout my life. And after that, I said, I agree, or I totally agree. There's a reason for that. When you are agreeing or disagreeing, depending on the situation, agreeing, it's good. Most of times it's good. You're not going to have troubles or issues. But if you disagree with someone, for example, Aline, I do not agree with you. It's very, offensive sometimes. So instead of doing that at first, calm down, breathe. And Aline, that's a good point of view. I haven't thought about it because I just had one situation in my life living with a cat, and the situation was this, and that. But with dogs, I had this, and that. And because of these evidences, because of my story with cats and dogs, I do not agree with you. Totally different, right? It's like politics, Oh, I agree with this, or I disagree. Instead of, fighting against each other, like, no, you're wrong, I'm right. Like, you bring the context, you bring your own point of view, your world inside your head, and the things you see, and you point out. And after that, you argue, oh, I disagree or I agree. Because what I see is not everybody's wrong. It's just a different way of seeing things. So we have different worlds. We live in different worlds. And here we have 5 different worlds. So it's complicated to point out that, oh, this person is wrong, and to stop talking to this person because of an opinion. Of course, it depends on the opinion, but I think the discussion, it's better than proving if I'm correct or right than, something else. That's why I love talk discussions, because we're not here to stand on an opinion and tell I am correct and you should agree with me. That's not the case. Go ahead, Bruna.
I think it's empathy. It's called, or no violence communication. It's very good point that you bring. And I observed that Aline faces when the moment and I said that I hate cat. Oh my gosh. So it's a shock, no? for when you disagree for someone, it's difficult to accept this. I agree with you. It's necessary to empathy all the time in the communication.
Yeah, and you can think about that not just in English, but of course in
All the time.
Portuguese. Yeah,
Yes.
because here's the thing, talk and talk, it's not about languages. It's about communication. So imagine, picture this. You are at work and you have a mission, but this mission, you do not agree with this mission or the project you were working, and you have to prove yourself in a different way to move the direction of your mission, because everybody else in the office, they are not going to like, or they are not going to agree. And what we have about communication is we talk with people because we need cooperation, we need collaboration, we need help. It's not about, for example, when I say, oh, we are not going to correct you, and you say to me, no, but I need correction. And then I explain myself, okay, this is what has been happening. And after I explain, then you, oh, I have never thought about it. This week, a new talker, new student told me, oh, I'm not going to sign up the Pro plan because I have just seen that the immersions, they are live on YouTube, and I don't want to be live on YouTube. And then, oh, that's something most students, they tell me. And like, I'm ready to a lot of questions people ask. And then I proved myself, and I told that being live on YouTube is going to help him to speak English. Not because of the live on YouTube, but because what you see, oh, you see that it's live there, and it messes your head up, So in the near future, we are going to have courses, we are going to teach strategies about communication in here. And it doesn't matter if it's Portuguese, English, Spanish, Japanese, Tupi-Guarani, You just need to learn how to use the tool, the language. Okay. And I'm gonna bring another one that I have just copied here. The government should pay for post-secondary education. And
What is post-secondary?
yeah, I don't know. I guess it's like college.
Seems like that.
Yeah, college.
Yeah.
It's college. Yeah. It's a non-degree program that leads to certificates and diplomas plus 6 degree levels. Associate, bachelor, first professional, master. Yeah, it's after high school. When you finish high school, you have like the post-secondary education. Yeah. So, for example, should government pay for a bachelor, a master, a doctorate, or something like that?
The government already paid something our education, especially when you are studying in a public school, public university. We pay our taxes, and the government pay our students after that. And I don't know if pay is the best word, but I think the government must offer opportunity to the people can't learn. That I agree. In the cases that the person doesn't pass in public university, I think it's very nice that the government has programs to help these students to pay for their education. I think the model that we have in Brazil, it's a very good model, very different from other countries. If you have to do a college in United States, you have to pay a lot for that, or you have to have a very big debit in your life that you are paying for years and years and years. I don't know. I think talking now, I think that the government should pay for a post-secondary education. I think they will be change the lives of our people in Brazil. My
Very
opinion.
good. Very good answer. Very good answer. Who else?
I'm not sure if in the United States all the time the government it no pay for the post-secondary education. Maybe you have I don't know, bolsa de estudo,
Scholarship.
scholarship. Maybe it's a government support. That's it. And also I heard that one thing it's very interesting that the government must pay for the for people, poor people, for example, that don't have enough money to pay for the college, for example. It's one in the first moment I think it's no, because if I pass for the test, I think it's possible. I study the college, I do the college in public university maybe, but the man, the journalist in the moment said one thing I think is very interesting. They know in the public university, medicine public, a lot of big cars, expensive cars in the parking, and why? This person have money to pay for a good college, no? Why it's use a public university? It's possible to pay this person. It's possible to pay. Sometimes it's now is the difference when the rich person and the poor person, because the rich person pay for course excellent person to study a lot. It's not necessary to work in this moment, only study for to pass the tests and go into the public university and use the public money, I think. So I think it's the problem here in Brazil. No, it's possible to change this mental, this mind, maybe. Can you understand me?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah? Okay,
Yeah.
that's it.
And
I don't know if I said agree or disagree. I think it's
Yeah.
necessary. It's necessary to the government support for the poor person in special, because it's a opportunity for them to study college, maybe.
Yeah, and sometimes we do not have to agree or disagree, So it's also another way. Who else?
So, guys, I needed to go. Philip,
Okay,
sorry.
Bruna.
Okay, thank you. Bye. Have
Thank
a
you
nice
so
day.
much. Very good. Bye-bye. See ya. So,
Maybe
Go ahead.
someone can't be happy with my answer, but I usually don't like the government put their hands in anything, I worked to government in the past, and my experience say sometimes people do better things than when you had a politician saying to you what you have to do with your life. So, and this way, thinking this way, maybe if the government can help more if they didn't interfere in those kind of stuff, without putting money or putting attention, because if you inject money, you want something from that. And I think what they want if they are injecting money to people who study, for example, I don't know. I don't like to I don't know if it's a right way of thinking, but I think they had always more than one intention, with what they do with money and those kind of things. They don't go they don't they don't do good stuffs because they are good people. So that's what I think.
Very good. And this is um, a statement, an answer that you can bring your own experience, because, oh, I worked in the public service and what I saw was this, and that. What I have been living is this, and that. So no one can question yourself about the experience you had, So they can't even tell, oh, Carlos, I do not agree with you, or I agree with you, because it's your own experience. So this is the power of bringing your own evidences, the things you lived, the experiences you had, or even articles, evidences, news, like that you get from or a book. Oh, I read a book. And so that's the reason why I believe, especially people from tech, I tell them, do not focus only on tech talks in here on Talk and Talk. Go to other talks, because you need to wide open your mind to other topics, to talk to people, to make yourself more interesting. And it's all about that. And it was a good way, your answer, Carlos. Very good one.
Thank you.
And Aldebaran, you're the last before we finish.
Yeah. It's I agree with many parts. A little part of anyone, but the government already pay for the public college, like USP. There are many kind of public university. So I just think the vacancies for the poor people must be great than now, greater or higher. I don't know than now. Because how Bruno told is like the rich people studying a good school in the primary and high school. After that, go to the public university. The poor people studying the public school. After that, pay to study in the college, in the university. No makes sense for me. Maybe we must have to share these vacancies, head up this balance, in the public university. And there are many countries, the study shipping. It's pay for rich people, they pay less taxes, of course, yeah, but they pay for they study for the other person. I don't know if this is a good way or not. Yeah, that's it.
Very good one as well. Very good one. So you see, we started with a statement regarding English, and it was everybody was happy faces and everything. And then we went to something that was more like funny, because Aline, she has cats and everything. And then in the end, I brought something that is like your faces, your reaction, it's different. And then if we went to other statements, we could even have a fight, like, no, because when you face or when you challenge someone's beliefs, then you get a reaction from it. And we do not want in communication, we do not want this reaction. We do not want people to block us when we are talking. I do that a lot, especially with my speech. I'm sometimes, and a lot of times I'm aggressive with my speech, but there's a purpose. I really want people to feel the anger, like, oh my God, what the hell is he talking about? He's not going to teach, he's not going to correct me. This is not the way to learn, you know? But I do that on purpose because I want that reaction. I want people to, no, you're wrong and this and that. I want haters, you know, because I want to really shake people out of their belief of how you speak or how you learn a language. So that's why I do not like languages. I like the communication of the language. I'm not in love with English or any language. I'm in love with communication and the connections we bring around that. Okay. So really good talk. I guess it was a good exercise. Please, the survey here, it's gonna take like a minute, less than that. Just mark 1 to 10, and if you want to bring suggestions, go ahead. Next Monday, I will need support from someone. I'm talking to Leandro Antonio. He's on the way to become a host. I'm talking to him to host the meeting at 6 a.m. in the morning on Monday. And he's going to be responsible for that. And if you come on Monday, try to help him out, because it's not that he needs, but in his head, he needs. In his mind, he needs like a support. Okay. And it's going to be nice. Right?
Okay.
So see you tomorrow, Friday, same time, same place. We are going to talk about, I still don't know. I do not remember. We're going to talk about manners. Manners. That's a good one. Manners. So
Cats should know about this topic,
yeah,
manners.
manners. So hope to see you all back again tomorrow, 6 a.m. Have a great day. Enjoy your Thursday. And see ya. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye,
Thank you, everyone.
everyone.
Bye-bye.